Hello, I'm Rodney Barnett, Clinical Director, Certified Trichologist, and Certified Natural Health Professional for the Elite Emage Hair Restoration Center in Dallas, Texas. Many men and women choose to conceal their hair loss with hair pieces, wigs, and weaving techniques. However, many others opt to reverse their hair loss by regaining their own hair using conventional surgery of hair transplantation, which could be bloody, painful, and quite costly. Elite Emage has partnership with the Hair and Scalp Clinic of Clearwater, Florida, to bring to Texas a laser-assisted hair transplant surgery that is neither bloody, painful, and costs about 1/3 of the cost charged by popular advertised companies seen in the media. To better understand this highly revolutionized procedure, let's view it in progress.
Small strip of hair out from the back between the ears, and the technicians are dissecting it into 1 to 2 hair grafts.
Oh.
After it's dissected, we insert it into these small little laser holes. Now this is different than conventional. We used to have to use a big plug, take out tissue, had a lot of excessive bleeding in the past, but the laser now, much less pain, swelling, and basically no bleeding.
And our patient is so quiet. We're going to talk to him in a few minutes and find out why he chose this way. But yeah, no more scalpel. I mean, that's what I noticed.
Right, no more scalpel on the top. We'll still use it in the back to take the strip out, but it has really made the whole process so much easier for the patient.
Wow, this is amazing. And what you're doing now, and I'm going to put my little glasses on here because by law you should wear glasses when you're doing this. Wow.
Now we can put these close together. Each little laser hole that we make is 0.8 millimeters, so you can see how the grafts are very small. You never get the big plug look like you used to in the past.
Okay.
So that's our kind of claim to fame.
Watching Mel Arthur, our patient, and he's smiling and laughing through all of this, doctor, it's pretty amazing. The way that I see it.
Mel is doing quite well. He's had it done conventionally, and there's a substantial difference between the old way and the new way. Mel could probably tell you that what he thinks is different.
Mel, why are you here? Obviously.
Well, obviously I wanted to fill in some of the dots that on top, but I had been bald to the point where I'd worn what they call these hair systems and hair pieces, and they never looked the same way once in a row on television when I was on Home Shopping. So
we have video of you on when you were on Home Shopping for a few. Looking great. This up here, I wanted to point out, this was surgery you had.
These are three transplants that were done conventionally with a scalpel. But this is so much easier. I mean, with this laser, I can't feel or hear anything, and.
Well, you told me in your last surgery you were a big baby.
Oh, I was. I mean, I'm a person that cries at dental X-rays, so this is really easy.
Give us an idea of how this works.
Well, what we're basically doing now is using a laser to make recipient sites. They're about 0.8 millimeters, and then we insert a little graft that has 1 or 2 hairs into it, and within a couple months the hair starts to grow. And
you take the hair that's already on the head from a thicker area.
We take the hair from the back between the ears, and we know that's a genetically stable hair, and will continue to grow for the patient's life.
I see. And Mel here had typical male pattern baldness. So.
Correct. And he had surgery done conventionally, bigger type of grafts that sometimes can look kind of like a cornrow. With the laser, we can put grafts real close together, small, and you'll never have the appearance of a cornrow type.
Make it look very even, natural.
Very natural, very even, yes.
This procedure, I guess the biggest difference is the pain factor. There is no pain with this.
Well, what we typically do, use a local topical cream. It'll help numb the skin. And then we can use local anesthetic, and Mel can tell you that it's basically been a painless procedure.
Yeah, well, the fact that he's smiling tells me.
Don't ask him, ask me.
Yes, that's right. He hasn't cried or anything.
How does the hair grow? How does it work?
Well, what happens after we put the graft in, it'll take a month or two for the nourishment and the blood supply, and the grass will start to grow.
It's like growing grass or growing a tree.
Basically. Yes, and you'll find that probably 6 months from now, this whole crown will be covered with hair.
Wow. Wow. And men and women, you're doing this?
We do men and women. We do more men than women, but we'll do females who may have had facelifts and scars that they want to cover. Now, females overall are not as big, or candidates as men.
This is so amazing. We've shown you a little bit how the laser works, and basically just poking tiny little holes. It's painless and no blood, and we like that, so we can even show it to you. Right now, doctor, what are you doing?
Right now, we just finished making the laser holes, and we're inserting small grafts that contain anywhere from 1 to 3 hairs into the laser holes.
Okay, and this hair will start growing within, say, 6 weeks or so?
6 weeks to 4 months at the outside.
What's amazing is that our patient Mel here could just get up and walk out today. This is same-day surgery.
He's going to walk out, no dressings or bandages on his head, and he's free to go home and rest, read a book, or whatever he wishes to do.
What about cost now, as compared to conventional surgery that we know where it's pretty involved? What are we talking
It can tend to be a third of the cost. The surgery we're doing today is around $2,000, and that's to fill in the whole crown.
And that's compared to, I think Mel told me he's paid $50,000 before.
Oh, you could spend, well, you could spend with, first of all, hair systems, you know, these hair systems, strand by strand systems over a 10-year period. You could probably spend $25,000 to $50,000 because you continually have to get replacement systems, and you have to have their service of like $85 to $100 a month. And
if you would like more information on this new and exciting technology in hair restoration, or would like to schedule an appointment, please contact us at 214-904-0330.